So good morning, and today we are going up here. It's called Tigers Nest, and yeah, it looks impossible to reach. Kuzu Zangpo La is basically hello in Dzongkha, which is the official language here. Though a lot of people speak English. Matter of fact, when we got to visit one of the schools, I learned that all the subjects are in English except for the local language, Dzongkha. So we're going up there, yeah, all the way up there. So we are in Bhutan right now, the kingdom of Bhutan. This tiny country is wedged between India and China. While most people couldn't pinpoint it on the map, it's got something no other country has. They measure gross national happiness instead of GDP. Like, that's actually official government policy. The trail starts at about 7,300 feet, and we're climbing to just over 10,000 feet. About 3,000 feet straight up, and it takes about 2 to 3 hours, so not too bad. The valley that we can look back at is the Paro Valley, and it's one of the most beautiful places I have ever seen. And it's not just saying that because I'm out of breath. So it appears we have a little ways to go. On the hill, those are prayer wheels. You spin them clockwise as you pass. Each spin is like saying a prayer. There's a mantra written inside. Om Mani Padme Hum. So just up. And here come the horses. Yeah, you can actually hire a horse to take you part way up. And was told it's about halfway to the cafeteria. No judgment if you do, but they don't go all the way. Still going strong, yeah? We're getting closer. Look at that. Just look at that. The Manchichi's been hiding. I don't think she wants to see the trail. He's like, oh yeah, let's get some. So let me tell you a little bit about this tiger's nest. Well, for one, in Bhutanese, it's called Tak Seng. And there is this absolutely wild origin story. Starting back in the 8th century, there was this Buddhist master. All right. You see that big whoop? That's the big nose, yeah? And then the mouth. You see all that? You see that? Some people call him the second Buddha. And legend says his consort transformed into a flying tigress. Yes, a flying tiger. He rode her from Tibet to this exact cliff. They flew through the air and landed right there, where the monastery is now. Then he meditated in the cave for 3 years, 3 months, 3 days. And it's why this place became one of the holiest sites in the Himalayan Buddhism. Sections of the trail get steeper. Some of it you can see it's like carved right into the mountainside. Parts of it are basically stairs. Been here for centuries, and the trail's been worn smooth by thousands of pilgrims. So something interesting about visiting Bhutan, well, You can just book a flight and show up. There is a daily sustainable development fee that the government collects. Currently, it's $100 per day, and you cannot visit the country unless you are on an official tour. Although the trail is fairly good, some sections have these railings. So the full cost of your visit is not just that $100 per day. My tour was almost $6,000 total, and about 1,100 that went to the Bhutanese government. So we'll go down somewhere over here, and then we're gonna go.
Yeah, it's actually better in the afternoon because the
over there.
sunset's in the west.
In case you're wondering why, well, they call it high value, low impact tourism. Basically, they want fewer tourists who spend more. Instead of masses of budget travelers, it keeps the country from getting overrun. And honestly, looking around at how pristine this is, I get it. Bhutan is actually carbon negative, the only carbon negative country in the world. They absorb more CO2 than they produce. Their constitution requires that 60% of the country stays forested, and it is actually written into their constitution. We just gotta go up at this point, and we'll be right there. So that monastery clinging to the cliff up there, well, it was built in 1692. And to just think about that for a second, 1692, well, there were no things like helicopters, cranes, or modern equipment. So how did they build it?
Wow.
The waterfall, well, it's also considered sacred too. And everything about this place has layers of meaning. The geography itself is spiritual. So now that we're so much closer, there's actually several buildings up there, from temples, meditation halls, monks' quarters, all clinging to this rock face. For some people, the hardest part may be these final steps right before the Tigers Nest. So almost there. However, check this out. See that? It's quite a bit of a up climb from the waterfall. They carried materials up this exact trail we're on, timber, stones, everything, then somehow constructed buildings on a sheer cliff face. It's basically a vertical wall. The engineering is unbelievable. In 1998, there was a major fire. I think a butter lamp got knocked over and the main structure burned, and ancient texts and artifacts were lost. Although it was devastating, they did rebuild it, used traditional methods, traditional materials, no shortcuts, and everything is still attempting, and now you can barely tell which parts were the original and which aren't. So what does this hike really mean? For us tourists, it's an adventure, a bucket list item maybe. For the Bhutanese people, this is a pilgrimage. And since cameras weren't allowed inside the actual temples, matter of fact, we were basically searched to ensure no cell phones or cameras were on us. Because this is an active religious site and monks live and pray here, and we have to respect that. So no footage inside, and you will have to come to see for yourself. Monks do live up here year-round. Can you imagine? You commute in this hike every time you need supplies, every time you need to go anywhere. That's pretty big dedication. Now, if you have purchased certain items in town, you can actually have them blessed here, which I did. And the monks perform a blessing ceremony. It's pretty incredible experience. Um, Knowing these items have been blessed in this sacred place, I will cherish them forever. Not 100% on my facts, but about 70% of Bhutanese people are Buddhist, and most will make this climb at least once in their lifetime. This isn't just a pretty monastery, this is where Buddhism came to Bhutan. This is basically their ground zero, with Guru not just meditating here, he also subdued demons, he blessed the land, and at least that is what is believed. Sometimes the monastery is completely hidden in fog, and we got pretty lucky today. Look at these amazing photos on the way back. You know what's weird is I was expecting my body to complain, and especially after the fall earlier this trip, but I feel fine. Better than fine, actually. Maybe it's the adrenaline, or maybe this place does have some kind of energy. So Bhutan has about 800,000 people in the entire country, and that's smaller than a lot of cities. Like, there are more people in San Francisco and most likely even Delhi, India, than in all of Bhutan. And here is the part nobody warns you about, and it's the going down. Everyone always usually talks about the climb up, but the descent, well, that has its own challenges. On the way up to the Tigers Nest, what made the journey easy is just kind of having my own little gratitude day and just listing off everything I can think of while hearing some people chanting as they went up, the actual prayer. So that was really nice. And yeah, this, as you can see, like, there's quite a bit of steps, and so it can be challenging, but there are areas where you can just sort of not have to take the steps, just watch your step. At the halfway point, there is a cafeteria on the mountainside. So I'm still chewing. I already ate most of it, but look at this. Look at this. See that? Cool, huh? So a sunny day with a very light breeze. It was just blessed at the Tiger's Nest in Bhutan. The view from here is already incredible, and some people stop here and call it good, and honestly, I don't blame them. Call me crazy, but I think this place was protecting me. Like, there was some energy here. Even though I had my fall and missed a couple of hikes, I should have been having a hard time, and honestly, I felt fine. And yeah, I don't know. There was something that was carrying me through it. The cool thing about going down, though, you see everything from a different angle. The monastery is shined on by the sun, and we can see the valley open up. And you know what strikes me? That this has been a pilgrimage site for centuries. I mean, centuries. People been making this exact climb for spiritual reasons, for healing, for blessing. And people still do the same pilgrimage. We pass Bhutanese families on the way up. Grandparents, kids, everyone. For them, this isn't like an Instagram content. This is fate. And I don't know if you noticed, but this trail is like super clean. The Bhutanese culture has deep respect for nature, and they actually maintain it. You're probably not gonna believe it, that I've been actually icing my leg for about 3 days. I skipped 1.5 days of hiking because I took a weird tumble on the first or second day. So, what's surprising is that even though I could barely walk up to the restaurant, I was able to do the hike. So, you tell me, what type of energy is assisting in making this possible? Hello? Hope you have a chance to visit Bhutan, although it is a little bit, well, actually, the most expensive trip so far I have taken. It was well worth every dollar, and I highly recommend you coming here. The entire hike takes about 5 hours, maybe 6 hours total. 2 to 3 up, and same about to go down, plus the time at the top. So it's a full day commitment. The best time to come is spring or fall, maybe March to May or September to November. We were here in November and got very lucky with the weather. And then just keep in mind that summer monsoon seasons are too wet and winters are too cold and the trails can be icy. If you're coming from a low altitude, I would recommend that you spend a day or two in Paro before you do this climb, just to let your body adjust to the altitude. And just take my word on this. Is it hard? Yes and no. Is it challenging? I would say so. Is it worth it? 100%. This is just one of those hikes you'll remember forever. Almost back to the start, and I'm genuinely shocked at how good I feel. No knee pain, no soreness, even after missing the day hiking with the fall. There is something about this place, I'm telling you. If you're thinking about coming to Bhutan, do it. Yeah, it's expensive, but that's what keeps it special. It stays sacred because it's not overran. A trip to this country is an experience that you will never be able to put a price tag on. Again? Yeah, that's me. So, welcome to my channel. And I hope you're looking forward to watching my video on Bhutan, because I'm super excited to share it with you. So to take a helicopter ride to see the Tigers Nest, it's about $1,500. So making on my way down. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but in between the trees up there. Okay, there we go. That's where we're coming from. You know, I just have to tell you that I cannot believe it, that I actually had no problems with my knee. Unbelievable. But anyways, you can kind of see now what it takes to go up and then back down. So yeah. So this was Tiger Nest Monastery. One hike, 1,000 years of history, and apparently some kind of positive energy because I should not feel this good right now, but I do. You see all these prayer flags? Well, they're everywhere on this trail. And blue, white, red, green, yellow, each color representing an element. Blue is sky, white is air, red is fire, green is water, and yellow is earth. And one last reflection. Let me flip it for you. Since I leave Bhutan tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And I'm back to the parking lot. Time to find our bus and our driver, who, by the way, has been so amazing. Uh, I don't even know how he navigates some of these one-lane roads and two-way traffics and windy back and forth roads. And if you would like to see the rest of the trip leading up to this moment, check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.